Hello friends, welcome to Dezinlife. Friends, we'll talk about today a very controversial kind of thing in pharma sales management. When to remove a people in the pharma sales management and when not to remove and how to remove. So we keep on removing people in the pharma sales and this has become kind of routine here. Most of the cases people are removed on the ground of performance. That is a real issue. I'm not talking about issue which is written in the record. In the record we mention anything, but most of the cases it's on based on the performance or it's the sales basically. Removal of the people makes a good percentage of overall attrition of the company, and company give different kind of names. Some company says regrettable, non-regrettable, something positive attrition, negative attrition, but ultimately whenever we remove the people, it's a increased attrition and it has the huge impact on the company. I'll talk three major impacts broadly. First of all, when vacancy is created in it, whether territory, area, region, it goes back to as good as 6 months to 1 year. So not only sales goes reduced, but overall territory, area, region, the progress goes back. Secondly, there is a recruitment cost, and thirdly, which is huge, is a cost of the negativity. Once you remove the people, they goes in the market and talk negative about the company. So more people you remove, more negative voice become loud in the market. An interesting fact is that many people, when they are working in the company, they are not able to contribute to the business much. However, when they are out of the company, their damage potential increase or their damage potential very high, they are able to reduce the sale or speak about negative to the customers. So positive capabilities people less, but negative or you can say damage potential is comparatively high. Now question comes is the sales a criteria to or whether it's a sales a correct criteria to remove a people? To me, it's not a criteria. Rather, I'll say it's a weak on the part of the management to take decision on the basis of sale. Or we can say it's a failure on their part. When I'm saying this, different association, different unions also say this. Legal aspects also suggest that. HR also suggests that. But I'm saying from the management perspective, from the business perspective also, not from association or legal perspective. To understand it better, we need to understand the sales process or what contribute to sale. To affect the sale, the basic work is done by the medical rep and who is trained by in the field by the field sales manager or the first line manager. This means basic work or the bare minimum sale is the responsibility of the medical rep. But first line manager is also part of this. So you can say it is joint responsibility of the first line manager and the medical rep to generate bare minimum sale or do the bare minimum work or can say basic work in the territory. But beyond this or beyond this bare minimum sale, business further depend on two more factors. One is what is the company strategy, and second, what is the active role of senior hierarchy in the sales output or sale contribution during their joint field work. This means there are three factors who work in any sales generation process. One is the basic sales generated by the medical rep along with the first line manager, and second is the company strategy, and third is the active role played by the hierarchy in the sales generation. Thus, non-generation of the required sale can't be blamed only on the medical rep or first line manager or regional manager, anyone. It has to be an entire chain is responsible. And we have to diagnose in different territory, different area, different region where the fault lies. We can't make the person responsible just without looking at that detail. Some people talk about target achievement. So and so has not done the target. He is not doing the target. See, most of the company, they fix the target as an aspirational target. Industry may be growing by 9-10%. We want everybody to grow by 30%, 40%. But question comes, are such target fair? So when targets are not fair, then target achievement can't be a criteria. And some company, they put a target like this, then person is not able to achieve, so that they need to give the incentive. Because they love the failure, people not achieving the target. That is also kind of companies. Then question comes, on what ground we should remove the people? So I'll suggest 4 grounds. One is that, see, everyone has a life aspirations or life plan. Now he or she has his or her plan to achieve that. if those life plan of the individual that does not go along with the company plan, then probably we need to take the decision. Now, what can be those situations? A person wanted to serve the parents more. So every day evening he want to come back home, or the parents are not keeping well, or somebody family not well, which means it's nothing wrong in that. That is how he's looking at life. Now, as a company, you want him to travel extensively. So this means it's not going well with the company. In such cases, we can take a call because it's not going with the plan of the company. There's nothing wrong with the person per se. He has his life and company has his own aspirations or targets. A second reason is different people has different temperament. Everyone has different character or different personality. Everybody is not same. And this temperament or this character may or may not suit to our profession or our organization. And if it does not suit, then again we need to take a call. Somebody is good person, good for finance. He may not be good for sales company. Somebody may be good for the office job. He may not be good for the sales process. Somebody a little more introvert. He is not so communicative. He may not fit in here. But it does not mean person is bad. Again we can take a call. We should take a call rather. A third case is that when some people join our company and he was performer there, but here he is not able to perform, or he is not finding a right fit in our organization. Person may not be fit in our culture or in our value systems or in our processes, then again we should take a call. And fourth reason, friends, when someone does not improve to suggestion given or improvement suggested to him, then he or she does not, or you can say he or she does not respond to the suggestion given, then again we should take a call. But in all the four things, I have told the four way where we should take a call. In all the four cases, we must communicate to the person. There should be at least 2 to 4 discussion, preferably by different hierarchies, whether maybe some area manager discussing, regional manager discussing, general manager discussing, divisional head discussing, or in the case of maybe area manager, regional manager, you can say at least general manager, divisional head, all those people are discussing. So different discussion should take place, and these discussion should be done by the line management only. I suggest not to involve HR, because when you involve HR, rather than solving, they complicate issue further. That's my experience. So if we go through that process, I think we can remove people, but sales should not be a criteria, and more people should not be removed. It should be whatever, it's a failure of the management to remove people. Because when nothing is working, then only we should look at removal of people. Now some people talk about false report. First, there is no definition of false report. You can blame anyone that you have reported false. And when a person goes to union association, they support their member. So it has become something like Article 356. Anytime central government says your law and order is not correct and we are dismissing the government, now who will prove the law and order whether it's correct or not correct? Or whether it's not correct, whether this is deserving or dismissal of government or not? So I think so-called false report are more of outdated things. We need to look at what 4 reasons or 4 ways I have given here, rather than looking into report or reading about the report or finding the fault from there. Then some people said, what about on the basis of non-implementation of strategy? Again, this question comes, what does that mean by non-implementation strategy? This is again a kind of outdated thing. So non-implementation of strategies, false report kind of things, these are more of outdated approach. So we should leave those outdated approach. It's more important now. We should meet the person, we should understand person, we should discuss the person and find out what about these 4 cases, where are the problems. And once on that basis, if you discuss and even if you take the decision, person will have better understandability, and once he go out, he will not spread negativity about company in the market, and he will not spread negativity about the people involved or in the hierarchies involved. Otherwise, you will have more negative people outside talking negative about company, negative about you, and that's not going to great deal for the future kind of things. So friends, this was all discussion. I thought it's important when to remove people and how to remove people and when not to remove people. I hope this discussion will be useful to you, and please do give your food for thought on this. And thank you very much for watching us today, friend. Thank you.